The sheriff of Pima County, Arizona, giving Fox News an update about the DNA on the glove that had been considered a potentially key piece of evidence after an advanced form of testing has been done that's been used in some of the top criminal and cold cases.
The DNA on the glove that was found 2 miles away was submitted for CODIS, and I just heard that CODIS had no hits.
No hits on the DNA found in the glove?
Correct.
So you are no closer to a suspect as a result of the DNA test, at least?
As a result of CODIS.
That was devastating. Fox and Friends Weekend co-host Griff Jenkins is right outside Nancy Guthrie's home in Tucson. He joins us now. So there wasn't a match and there was no hit, which means the person or persons hasn't had a serious crime that popped up on any national database, right?
That's right. Good morning, Brian. And that means that now they will turn to try and use that investigative genetic genealogy process to try and match any of the DNA profiles that they've collected, both on the glove and within the home behind me. And we went out and visited the top forensic DNA labs here in Tucson. And the individual there running it, the director, Wendell, said, you know, in a perfect scenario, they would have matched DNA on the outside of that glove to Nancy and on the inside to an individual that would be a suspect. That didn't happen. So we're back to this genealogy sort of matching, if that can be possible. But we talked to him about the different types of DNA that are collected, and it's very interesting. Listen here.
Well, there's basically two major types of DNA collection. There's the standard DNA collection, which is blood, semen, bodily fluids. But touch DNA is totally different. Touch DNA you can do with as few as 6 to 8 cells. It's actually cells from your skin that you leave. Touch DNA probably is never directly convicted in anyone. Standard DNA, yes, all the time in rape cases, murders, and all that. But touch DNA, the value of it is more in giving more leads to the investigators.
And Director Long says that while it seems like you're back to square zero, that's not necessarily the case. It just shuts down one path for investigators now to do something else with the DNA. And he says that the collection process of the DNA is also very important. Watch.
There's several ways you can collect it. You can collect it just with normal swabs. You can collect it by scraping, which is just what it sounds, by taping, which is, you know, putting tape over something and pulling it. And then the next step is to quantitate it, which means do we have enough that we can amplify it to see if we have a pattern. And if they do, then we use our old friend PCR. Same PCR that we had when we were doing COVID. And all PCR does is it replicates the DNA pattern.
And as we move into this investigative genetic genealogy process, remember, Brian, it would presumably mean that someone in a family tree would have had to have participated in something like 23andMe or Ancestry.com. We'll see where this goes.
And Griff, if it ends up that this group or this person came from Mexico, how much harder is it?
Well, it's significantly harder because obviously there's no database really that exists that would match DNA south of the border. Sheriff Nanos, by the way, yesterday saying that nothing he's seen suggests that this could possibly involve anything south of the border. But there is, remember, now that we're talking about this, many of the individuals that were crossing the border and released in the country do have biometric data. So it's now out of the realm of possibilities. Brian?
All right, Griff Jenkins, great work. Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.